I think today in the world of Fortnite, things are generally taken very, very seriously. But that doesn't necessarily mean that every single player in the game is about to be the next Fortnite World Cup winner. Believe it or not, noobs do still exist, and they can absolutely create some hilarious moments. As in this video, we are taking a look at the 20 funniest noob moments in Fortnite. In our first clip then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking a look at UFOs, as some people have suggested maybe they're not that well balanced, and I totally agree with that, but it kind of depends in which direction we're talking. In the hands of a good player, a UFO can be absolutely devastating, however, in the hands of a noob, maybe not so much. Well, at least not to their opponent anyway.
You stupid!
Talking of UFOs, I'm starting to think maybe we should keep them out of the hands of the noobs, just like in this next clip here.
You're scaring me.
I'm starting to think maybe they're just a little bit too much for some people to handle. Perhaps UFOs need to come with some kind of noob warning. Although by the looks of it, I'm not sure that's going to help them, because apparently they can't even handle a car. We have all probably seen some bad driving from a noob in Fortnite, but this is on another level. Even the reboot van couldn't bear to watch anymore. It turns out though, bad noob drivers exist all across the world of Fortnite. Sometimes they don't even fancy driving the car. I'm starting to think maybe you should have just stuck to the roads, pal. If you ever decide to learn to drive, please don't do this. If you consider yourself to be a bit of a noob in Fortnite, I personally though wouldn't even worry about things like vehicles. Try and focus on the basic items like grenades, because even some people out there are having issues with those. You can tell this dude right here is starting to think, right, I'm going to have a little bit of a build battle on my hands here. Little do you know, my friend, it might be slightly easier than you originally thought.
Kobe!
I think maybe I would describe that as a reverse LeBron James.
6'5", 205. LeBron, another one!
For our next clip then, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out if you are as big a noob as this next guy, unfortunately even the Mandalorian can't save you. I had heard he was very, very good at close quarters combat, but I imagine his opponent would beg to differ. Somebody cancel the next series of the Mandalorian, please. I don't know about you, but I personally feel it's time for some more UFO madness. Because UFO plus noob plus rock just does not work. I am really starting to feel sorry for these noobs, as this alien-based season cannot be going very well for them. Also, Epic Games, please nerf rocks, they are way too overpowered. A polite piece of advice to all of the noobs out there, please don't start sweeping up until you have finished the job, as there is always the chance that it may leave you looking a little bit foolish. It always warms my heart to see a crystal get eliminated by some full damage. It has just come to my attention though that maybe getting eliminated by full damage is not specific to crystals. It is in fact becoming a serious problem all across the map. This guy collects the reboot card and then just decides, nah, I don't fancy this, I think dinner's ready anyway. If it was down to me, after that performance, I would be throwing his chicken nuggets straight in the bin. The world of Fortnite is a very, very dangerous place, ladies and gentlemen. You will need the most evasive of manoeuvres to survive out there. There is also rumours that dressing as a chicken can massively help you too. I'm fairly sure though that Lara Croft will be able to take down this bird. Whoa! Oh yes, there we are. You can always rely on Lara to get the job done. I'm sure everybody remembers the days of Fortnite when you could recognise a noob a mile off by the fact that they were wearing a default skin. Sadly, that is not something you really see anymore, apart from in this next clip.
Why you bullying me?
It seems like this wild default skin can take this fight no longer and just decides to go for the easy way out. You have just witnessed it firsthand. Yes indeed, wild defaults do still exist.
Huh?
In this next clip, the guy isn't even a wild default skin and he still seems to be having some serious issues playing this game. Maybe Fish Stick is the new default skin, I don't know. You, sir, have embarrassed yourself. I cannot remember the number of times I've been so frustrated at the start of a season of Fortnite when they have decided to vault launch pads. Either this next guy is a massive noob or Epic decided to vault launch pads halfway through this fight. Either way, good luck in the storm, buddy, because you're going to need it. Speaking of needing extra luck, I think this next guy had used up all of his already, which would probably explain what happens in this next clip. Somehow this guy manages to go from looking like an absolute pro to an absolute noob in the space of a few seconds. That in itself is fairly talented. I'm pretty impressed, to be honest with you. There is the odd occasion in a Fortnite match when you don't necessarily need to do anything yourself. You can just leave it up to the noobs to get you the win. I think if you actually look carefully, you can see this guy's professional Fortnite career sliding right past his eyes. A lot of you will probably already know that the world of Fortnite has a lot of similarities to the Hunger Games. If Katniss Everdeen was this much of a noob though, I can't imagine she would have been as successful as she was. That series of movies would probably have been a lot shorter if she was this bad. A lot of people ask me, is there such a thing as a toxic noob? And apparently the answer is yes, just take a look at this. If you're gonna try and take down a banana, you better make sure you get it right. Particularly a skinless one, they are not to be messed with. In my mind, it doesn't matter whether you are a Fortnite noob or a Fortnite pro, you should always take care when handling fire. The noobs out there though should probably take a little bit of extra care. Fire can be a harsh mistress, you must respect it at all times.
Kobe!
It doesn't matter how good you are with a bow in Fortnite, the use of the laugh it up emote will automatically turn you straight back into a noob again. That could well be one of the most satisfying things I've seen in my entire life. Before we move on to our final clip, because I am such a nice guy, I've actually got a couple of bonus clips for you. There are lots of noobs out there in Fortnite, but probably none more entertaining than NPC noobs. Now, I am fully aware of the fact that my aim in Fortnite is pretty bad, but even I don't think I am this terrible. There is absolutely no way I am wasting my gold hiring this dude. I think some of the bots in the game really need to work on their game sense because they are absolutely clueless. If Mystique was acting like this in the X-Men, they would have never got anything done. For our final clip then, you can always rely on Cuddlefish to make anybody look like a noob. Particularly when they have absolutely no idea what these things are supposed to do.
Cuddlefish 3? What in the...
But just like that, things became very, very obvious.
Okay, I know what it does. I know what it does. I know what it does.
That is going to be everything for today's video then. If you did enjoy it, please make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel for more future content.